this is Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan. And from time to time on our show here, we like to take a look at those people who have been on vegan diets for a long time, but have had some kind of like failure while on them, and as a result of that failure have gone online pretty much preaching the extreme dangers, the health dangers of being on a vegan diet. So we took a look at what happened with Denise Minger a few months ago, and today I want to take a look at Jolita Brilliant. Not quite as famous as Denise, but very infamous. First of all, I really want to see what she has to say because she should have some very unique insights from her point of view. She is a certified health coach from the Institute of Integrative Nutrition. She's some kind of certified weight loss expert. And for more importantly, I think she was at the 2012 Woodstock Fruit Festival, hanging out with people like Duran Ryder, interviewing them, Life Regenerator, and actually being interviewed herself on Food and Sport, you know, talking about how great the raw vegan diet is. So I figure what she says, you know, should have a lot of weight. She has some very unique insights that most people who have failed on vegan diets do not have. So let's hear her. Let's see what she has to say.
Could have died, could have went insane, destroyed my health if I continued on the vegan diet, but thanks God I noticed my deficiencies and I'm recovering right now on paleo diet.
Alright, those are some pretty bold claims, right? She could have died, went insane.
I developed D vitamin deficiency, which is connected with bone strength. And D we only get from seafood or other animal products.
With her accent, she can be a little difficult to understand, but she said she developed a vitamin D deficiency from being vegan because, as she says, and she's, remember, a certified health coach, that vitamin D can only be obtained from seafood and animal products and nothing else. Well, I don't know what they're teaching you there exactly at Institute of Integrative Nutrition, but vitamin D is better absorbed through sunlight than any food whatsoever. And you don't have to take my word from it. Let's take a listen to what Dr. John McDougall has to say.
The sunshine acts on the skin and converts cholesterol into this very essential vitamin called vitamin D. That's where you get your vitamin D from, is from the sunshine.
Okay, well, you heard that. Well, say you are having a vitamin D deficiency, as she was, so she thought. So should she go back and start eating paleo meat to get her vitamin D, or is there a better way to get your vitamin D?
You get more sunshine, not take pills. You get out and get more sunshine, more sun exposure. That's the answer. It's the most productive way to get your vitamin D, safest, non-toxic, and of course, absolutely cost-free.
I started to develop anxiety, depression, up to a point where I would have suicidal thoughts because of the B-complex deficiency.
Okay, well, you know, I'm not saying she didn't experience these things like depression and anxiety and stuff like that, but she said she got them from vitamin B complex deficiency. And here I assume she's talking about B12 because that's a very common fear that people have about going vegan, that you won't get B12. So I think she's saying she has a B12 deficiency, or maybe all B deficiency. Well, let's see what else she has to say.
I also had a protein deficiency. Despite working out an hour and a half in a gym, I could not still build a decent muscle.
All right, so a protein deficiency as well. So let's take stock. Vitamin D deficiency, a B or B12 deficiency, and a protein deficiency. So, you know, with her being a certified health coach, I assume she did the diligent thing and got a blood test to know that she had these deficiencies. That's the only way. You just can't like sit there and imagine you have a deficiency. So I asked her, and here's what she said. No, she doesn't need to get a blood test to tell that she's deficient. So she has some super special skills. She can just kind of sit there and meditate and go, oh, I'm feeling kind of low in vitamin A today or something like that. No, nonsense, nonsense. Jolita, that's really wrong to tell people that you're deficient like you're doing there. You're speaking in front of an audience, you're filming it, putting it on the internet, telling people you're deficient in things that you have no idea. You're just guessing. You're guessing. You're lying to people about your deficiency. So you basically have no basis, no objective basis for your nutritional deficiencies claim.
There's no studies done that proves that vegan diet, vegetarian diet saves you from cancer.
So there's no studies showing that a vegan diet protects one from cancer? Really? On her website here, jolitabrilliant.com, she says she does a paleo diet. And then in a recent comment on Facebook, she says she's not paleo. Again, I want to say that I'm not denying that Jolita may have had some bad experiences on her vegan diet. She may have been ill and all these other things that she claimed. I'm not denying that. And I'm not saying she's a bad person. I'm just saying that her claims that she was deficient in all these things like protein and all, she has no basis for, and she seems to be a big flip-flopper too. So what do you think? Post your questions and comments down below. Let me know what you think here. Alright, until next time guys, keep it carved, keep it carved.